Good afternoon, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I want to talk to you about my contemplative time this morning, of course, and it has been all about coincidences and synchronicities. And if you've been listening to me for a little bit of time, you might know that I don't believe in coincidences. So I thought today I would elaborate a little bit about that. But I did also want to share this great quotation that I came across that might help you understand how I'm thinking about this too. So this quotation is by Cheryl Richardson. And the quotation says, "There are no coincidences. Every event we experience and every person we meet has intentionally been put in our path to help raise our level of consciousness." And I so believe this. So again, I'll repeat that. It says, there are no coincidences. I agree. Every event we experience and every person we meet has intentionally been put on in our path to help raise our level of consciousness. And this is what I strongly believe. And again, whether you are aware of your consciousness or not, it's with all of us. There is this energy of awareness that is consciousness. And of course, this is what I help people understand. But I'd love for you to understand just some of the language that's used. So today I thought, okay, if we're thinking about coincidences and synchronicities, I would help you know the definition of a coincidence. The coincidence is defined as a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. Okay, so a remarkable concurrence of events or circumstances without apparent causal connection. So that was interesting. And then you look at synchronicity, and I thought I'd let you know what synchronicity is defined as. It says the simultaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related but have no discernible causal connection. Interesting, right? So when we look at coincidence, and again, it seems to have no connection. There's no reason for that to happen. Same thing with synchronicity, except there's a bunch of things happening simultaneously, right? So this is interesting that I thought today I would talk about. I suspect that we've all had these sorts of experiences in our lives where what seems like a coincidence, and it certainly is the term that's used, and because I don't believe in coincidences, I always feel that there's a deeper meaning. So I was reflecting on some of the most important people that I've met in my life, most important in terms of the growing of my own consciousness and developing. I will have to say that it's been so unusual, the circumstances under which I've met these people, and yet so beautiful that I have met them, and they've been so incredibly useful for me. I don't even have the words to say how important these experiences have been. And I suspect all of us will have these. So if you can sit for 5 minutes and think about, has there been a person that you think, wow, how did I even meet that person? And maybe you speak with that person and say, how did we get together? And maybe one of you will remember and you'll realize that, wow, that was really unusual that we met there, and look at our friendship now. Now, at the same time, you might speak with the same person and see what kind of things have happened because of that friendship or relationship, because it probably started a series of experiences for you and them that have been quite beautiful if you sit down to reflect and contemplate about that. And that's going to be the coincidence and the synchronicity connection. So I'd love for you to think about that for 5 minutes. There is a wonderful author that I really love that is named Neale Donald Walsch, and he explains this a little bit in this way. So this quotation says, "Don't dismiss the synchronicity of what is happening right now, finding its way into your life at just this moment. There are no coincidences in the universe, only convergences of will, intent, and experience." Isn't that beautiful? So even you listening to this video today, there is not a coincidence. There is a convergence of will, intent, and experience. And maybe it's my experience, and maybe it's time for you to reflect on your own experience, but I will tell you there's a reason you're here today, and I'd love for you to reflect on these thoughts today. And I want to finish with kind of a fun quote that I came across, which I think is so so me. So of course, it's no coincidence that I saw it. So I wanted to finish this video with this quotation today, and it says, "Coincidences are spiritual puns." Coincidences are spiritual puns. And this is by Gilbert K. Chesterton. And the reason for this quotation is because if you're moving in a direction of spirituality, you will realize that there are no coincidences. So when we talk of coincidences, it's pretty amusing for a spiritually minded individual. So I hope you have fun with that if you are spiritually minded, and I hope you get it if you are not. And I hope you know that I am wishing you a fabulous day ahead, and I hope you also remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.